In the red corner, floating like a ghost with fists of lightning, he would boast at 6'3", it's the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad would be coming into this fight on the back of a whopping 3-year ban from boxing. He left the sport as the reigning heavyweight world champion, and he would come back to the sport with no titles to his name, just a man on the rise looking to compete in the sport he loved. Pacing up and down in the opposite corner was the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world, standing at just 6 feet tall and just shy of 200 pounds. It was the fighting Irishman Gerry Quarry. What Gerry lacked in size, he made up for in raw punching power. This inside fighter would brawl with the best of them. Having climbed his way up the boxing ranks, he was looking to knock the former champion back to Kentucky. The year was 1970 and Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring for the first time in over 3 years to face Gerry Quarry in Atlanta, Georgia. This bout marked more than a return to professional boxing. It signified the resurgence of a cultural icon whose absence in the sport had left a void. The story of how Ali reached that point is not merely about training and contracts. It is about political resistance, moral justice, and a nation wrestling with its conscience. In 1967, Ali, then the reigning heavyweight champion, was stripped of his title, had his boxing license revoked, and was effectively banned from the sport. His offence was refusing induction into the United States Army during the height of the Vietnam War. Citing his religious beliefs and his moral opposition to the war, his refusal to serve led to a conviction for draft evasion and a 5-year prison sentence, though he remained free while the case was under appeal.
You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
Ali's stance made him one of the most controversial in America. To some, he was a traitor and coward. To others, a hero and principled resistor. During what could have been the prime of his boxing career, ages 25 to 29, Ali was exiled from the ring. Promoters distanced themselves. Commissions across the country denied him licenses. He was stripped and the boxing world moved on without him. But Ali refused to be silenced.
I'm not going to help nobody get something my don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. I'm saying you talking about me about some draft, and all of you white breaking your neck to get to Switzerland and Canada and London.
During his exile, Ali remained active as a public speaker, giving lectures at universities and rallies across the country. He became a powerful voice in the anti-war and civil rights movements. His presence outside the ring arguably elevated him to an even greater cultural status than he held as a boxer. Yet the desire to return to his craft never left him. A breakthrough came in Georgia, one of the few states without a boxing commission. Local leaders and businessmen worked together to exploit this legal loophole. State Senator Leroy Johnson, an official in Georgia, played a key role in securing a license for Ali to fight in Atlanta. After months of negotiations, legal wrangling and media pressure, the match with the power-punching Gerry Quarry was set.
All right, we're ready to go. Play. Using good combination with the right hand. And Quarry gets in a good run. 2 minutes. Just over the bridge of Gerry Quarry's nose. Jab is finding its mark.
The first round would see Muhammad Ali step into the ring for the first time in over 1,000 days, and there would be no signs of rust around the edges, throwing hands and gliding across the canvas like he had never left the sport at all. With no warm-up fight, he would go in with a serious fighter. Gerry Quarry was not there to make up the numbers. He was a hard-hitting heavyweight with a granite chin to match, both fighters in there punching with something to prove.
Is ready to go. Daring contest that took place prior to the start of the fight on Gerry Quarry. But it might be that Clay's left hand will before too long. Quarry leaping forward to connect with that hook, his left hook. His best punch. Left and right by Clay on the combination. Good left hand by Clay coming back. Words on the punch. Inches to stay away from that left hand of Quarry's.
The second round would bring pure action from the #1 challenger in the world. Gerry Quarry was looking to take his man out, and it was only going to come from one punch, that massive leaping left hook of his. I have never seen a fighter so relentless with a punch. But Muhammad Ali seemingly taking them all well and in his stride, moving away from the danger at the last safe moment to take the sting out of the punch. We would have it at 1 round apiece, but that's if this fight would make the scorecards.
28 years old, and quite an experience side. And of course, Clay having the using that left jab just like a piston, constantly keeping Quarry off balance by.
The third round would bring a cut over the eye of Gerry Quarry that would make it hard to even see out of. It was difficult to make it out on the 50-year-old footage, but it was fight-ending bad. Ali saw the wound and targeted it the whole round.
There's a cut over Quarry's left eye.
And just like that, the doctor had seen enough. He wasn't willing to let Gerry out for another round. A whopping 1,310 days later, Muhammad Ali was back to his winning ways, and it only took 3 rounds. Be sure to give the subscribe button a stiff jab. I've been Frank Monroe here at Below the Belt Boxing.